Hello, my love. So Bowie is turning 5 tomorrow, so I'm gonna give her birthday hairstyle. She wanted pink hair, but I found like purplish pink. And some people might say this is way too extra for a 5-year-old, but it is what it is. It's my baby, and she wanted pink hair. That's what she's getting. So while you guys are here, here's a little story time on how it was giving birth to Bowie. Let me start with after I gave birth to DJ, which DJ is my oldest, my 10-year-old. I had to go through surgery, and after surgery, the doctor came out to me. I was about 19 at this time, and the doctor's like, "There's a 90% chance that you won't have any more kids, or there's a 90% chance that there will be major complications if you do have any more kids." So I cried, right? I bawled my eyes out. I'm like, hold up. I wanted 6 kids. I wanted 6 kids. I prayed to God, like, God, please, like, let me have kids. I want more kids. Be careful what y'all pray for, okay? Because look at me now, 4 kids. But anyways, so yeah, I ended up 6 years later, 6 years after I had DJ, ended up pregnant with Bowie. That just goes to show you guys, it's in God's hands, and you know, the doctors can tell you one thing, but it could be a whole nother situation, right? That was God working in my life without me even knowing it. So when I was pregnant with Bowie, I was working at an assisted living, taking care of people, and oh my goodness, I worked up until I was past my due date, right? This girl did not want to come out. She did not want to come out at all. So I was working. Mind you, I didn't have a car. I was walking to work, 9 months pregnant. I was going through so much pain with her, but I just wanted to save up enough money, make sure I had enough money for when I had to go on maternity leave. And man, she put me through a lot, okay? Because my legs were giving out on me, my back was giving out on me. Oh my gosh, pregnancy with her was crazy. So I knew she was gonna be a handful. My coworkers kept asking me, when are you going on maternity leave? When are you gonna have the baby? I'm like, well, my due date was yesterday, but she's not here yet, and I'm just gonna keep working till she comes. So the doctors finally gave me a date to be induced, right? So I go there, they induce my labor. She doesn't want to come. In the hospital for a couple of days. They send me home. They tell me, maybe if you go home where you're comfortable, maybe she'll come. So I go home for the night. She doesn't come. Go back in. It's been a week now. They finally break my water, right? They finally break my water. Labor starts. Hi. So I'm going through hell with her, right? No epidural, because I didn't want epidural with her. I did have epidural with DJ, and I had crazy back pain after that. So I ended up just saying, you know what, I don't want epidural. And yeah, so that labor was, oh my gosh, just thinking about it right now, I still remember it. Still remembering the pain is like, whoa. But anyways, so I give birth to her. As soon as I start giving birth, as soon as I give birth, I start hemorrhaging. So yeah, there was that. So there was, sort of a complications with that. I started hemorrhaging, but I ended up being okay. So, and then if it's not one thing after another, they come in, they tell me her bilirubin levels are up, so she has jaundice. But they said it should be okay. She should be able to go home. At the end of the night, they came back in, and no, not the end of the night. When we were supposed to leave, they're like, she has to go under the lights. I'm like, get out of here. I'm like, what? I'm like, lights? What do you mean she has to go under lights? They're like, they put little glasses on her, and she has to sleep under lights. And I'm like, get out of here. I'm like, so when can I bring her home? And they're like, well, once her levels go up. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So they bring her to a little room. They let me stay in the room for one more day. And I'm like, okay, hopefully they let her come home. So the day goes by, and they're like, she's not ready to go home yet. I'm like, no way. You have to see her in the NICU. She's still under the lights. I could go in every 2 hours to feed her because I was breastfeeding. So I didn't go home. I stayed there, no extra clothes, anything. I stayed there. They told me I couldn't stay in the room anymore because my insurance didn't cover another day. So I didn't go home because I was there every 2 hours to feed her. I was not missing a feed. They let me sleep in a closet, like this closet area they had with a chair in there. They let me stay there. I stayed there for 2 days until finally like an extra room opened up, and they let me stay in the extra room. So after I give birth, I'm in there an extra week and a half, and they finally say, her levels went down. She still has jaundice, but just bring her home, get a checkup in about 2 to 3 days. So I was excited about that. I should have known she was gonna be a problem from this situation, because who has a baby and has to stay in the hospital extra 3-4 weeks? I can't even remember. Was it 3 or 4 weeks? It was around 3 weeks in the hospital giving birth. That was crazy. And my mom was with me in the hospital for 2 weeks. She stayed with me, and she can vouch for this situation because she was there the whole time, except for when we couldn't stay in the room anymore. Then she went home, and yeah, I was there by myself after that. But it was just a crazy experience. And I'm happy she's here. So sorry if I suck at storytelling. I'm trying to get better. I get nervous. So I know that people are gonna be watching this and people are gonna hear me talk. So like I start getting nervous. But yeah, that's how it went. That's how birth went with Bowie. So it's almost 12 o'clock. Happy birthday, Bowie. I love you so much. Yes, girl. Ooh, turn around. Let me see the back. Ooh, I love it. Let me see that princess. Yes, girl. Look at that birthday girl. Birthday girl. Pa, Mr. Pa, does Bowie look pretty? I love it. 5th birthday hair.
Stop it, Pa!
Why you get so mad? Hey, don't kick her. So this is the final look, y'all. It's not the best, but it's the cutest. Yes, girl.